To understand me, you need to understand that life, in my opinion, is all about new experiences. First is what I call them. And the goal of life, any life, should be to cram as many firsts into it as possible. After popping out of the cake, I knew I had to top it. But it was tough. Skydiving, bungee jumping, please. It's more dangerous getting on the freeway every day. Then one night while cruising through Hollywood, it hit me. So I went to an escort service. I find myself connecting to scripts that carry some sort of realism. And this is just my opinion, but, you know, when a studio calls and they have a film which, for its own purposes, is wonderful, but, you know, these G films or these PG-13 films that are coming out, I just don't feel like I can relate to. But I'm being much more open-minded. When I was younger, I made some really stupid comments like, oh, I'm never going to do television and I'm never going to do studio films. I just want to be an indie actress, which I feel like, you know, especially working on a film like this, too, you realize that everyone that you work with, good or bad, you learn something from. I think instead of finding the things that I could relate to, I found all the things that I couldn't relate to, and I looked into it, and Minnie was raised in a household with tons of money, and you know, well, her mother wasn't successful, but her stepfather was very successful, and that was never an issue, and all she ever wanted was love. Well, it's nice to have something that motivates you, you know, it's nice to know sort of what you want to do and whether I want to act forever or whether I don't. I know that I'm in an area that can open a lot of doors for me and create a lot of opportunities, and I write a lot, and that is what I want to focus on eventually, primarily. But for now, this is what I do, and I enjoy it, and I'm having fun. And it taught me that if I wanted to, you know, if I wanted to do something with my life, I needed to pull myself together. And moving out was actually the best thing for me because it forced me to be responsible and to make better choices for myself. Well, there's another option.
What's that?
It'll take some planning, some resolve.
You want to kill her?
Yeah. No! Of course not. She's my mother.
Good, I'm glad to hear you say that.
But I was thinking, she suddenly got ill.
Ill?
Unstable. Unpredictable. Irrational. Dangerous to the safety of her husband. Her child. She'd have to be sent someplace where they could give her the care she needs.
Yeah. And it would be for her own good. As painful as it would be for me to be away from my loving wife.
Well, you did it for the well-being of your daughter. The selfless act of a devoted parent.